Radio, man. You tuned in to the one and only Jonathan Young. Ladies and gentlemen, it's about time. It's about time. Hey, I have the one and only, man. This sister is just, she's dynamite. This is the next TV, movie, film producer, director in America. Ladies and gentlemen, you put your hands together for Miss Special K is in the house. Special K, you come on, somebody. You with me, sister?
Yes, I'm here.
Now, first of all, we're gonna be just honest with the crew, with the conversation. Ladies and gentlemen, she joined me this morning. We did a interview on the Gospel Show. Am I right, sister?
Yep, you're right.
And how did you like it?
It was awesome. It was great. I love really telling you different information about myself, and then you asked some good questions as well.
I did. Well,
Yep.
shoot, I need to keep them going then. Sister, let's get straight into it because there's a lot of people that's listening worldwide. I won't bore you, but I will tell you this. Let me just pull this up and let me go down and then just hit this right here. And I just want to just let you know who's listening. Chicago, Illinois, Louisiana, San Francisco, Denver, Colorado, Houston, Texas, New York, Hopeville Junction, New York, Hawaii is in the house, Missouri City, Texas, North Carolina, Charlotte, North Carolina, Cornelius, Atlanta, GA, Columbia, South Carolina, Pride, Louisiana. I'm just trying to show you who's tuned in tonight. That's all.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's great.
Let's get straight into it, man. Let's dig into it. Come on. So why film and video? No. Why film and TV? Because there's a difference.
Right. Yep. So when I was around, I believe I was 10 years old. So I was watching reruns of In the House, the show with LL Cool J. And then all of a sudden, something just occurred to me. Hey, you're supposed to make TV shows and movies. So I said, that's definitely what I'm going to do. I've always been fascinated with TV and then movie theaters as well. Because when I was a child, going to the movie theater was like going to Pharaoh's palace. I was so fascinated with it. And
Wow.
I still feel like that this day, too.
Wow. When I look at TV, I look at stuff like Bill Cosby and A Different World or whatever you call it. And so back in those days in the 80s and 90s, they depicted positivity from African-American kids going to college.
Right.
And that was so, it's like all of a sudden you had our whole population, young African-American kids, thinking, okay, that's what I want to be about. And they did that.
Right. Mm-hmm.
What part of TV, movies play in the psychic of kids?
Like the psyche, like as far as like...
Yes. Like when they see something on TV, they say, "Ooh, I want to be a part of that."
Okay.
Because watch this. Let me just interrupt right quick.
Okay.
You could watch New Jack City and it'll all be about drugs.
Mm-hmm.
But you can watch something like, from a different world and all those, who portrayed African-American teenagers going to college.
Mm-hmm.
Come on, talk to me.
Okay. Well, yeah, like TV shows like that, they definitely have a positive influence on people because, if you have a lot of bad media out there and like some reality shows are really crazy and it's like you'll have more people acting like that. So they definitely play a part in society and especially when younger people watch and things of that nature. Like even... I believe the Motion Picture Association even states that be mindful of what you create because even if you get a rating other than the age group that you're seeking, that it could still affect children because, of course, sometimes their parents will let them watch and different things like that. So they always want people to still be mindful of their message that they're trying to bring across. So,
Yes.
yeah, it definitely... has an impact, and those shows and movies back then had more of a message and a theme
Mm,
than things that you
yes.
will find today.
Yes. Well, tell the audience which angle are you coming from? Because there's that sister that is Scandal. There's other sisters that's out there, and you can hit the scene, sister. What's your plot? What's your heartfelt? Where are you trying to take our young children?
Okay, well, I would want them to know that they need to value education, God,
Yes.
and
Yes.
being positive people, even if they have a rough background, that they can still change and have a positive life. And then they could also spread that positivity to others as they get older.
Wow. So there goes the story. Who influenced you, and why?
Okay, my mother and grandmother. So, I lived with them. I grew up with them, and they were in the church. And my mom's a minister. And then my mother and grandmother both sing. So, I would always get that musical influence from them because I do compose music, but I don't sing. And then they raised me to love God, and then to know about the Bible and putting God first and working hard, getting education.
Wow.
So things of that nature.
When you said they nurture you and everything, is that really important for our young children going forward? I mean, like you were surrounded by, like you just said, music, and you were surrounded by the gospel, and you were surrounded by two pillars of
Hmm.
strength, wisdom. Is that what kids are missing today, or I mean, I don't see it, but come on, talk to me, sister.
Okay. Yeah, a lot of people are missing that today because, a lot of people have broken families and things of that nature, and they're still trying to find their way through life. So, yeah, that's definitely your foundation is really important, and that's going to carry you throughout life. So, it's good to have a good foundation, and if you don't have one, it's good to uh, find out a better. Way to live or better influences and positive influences to be a part of your life.
So you said that you had those two positive influence in your life.
Hmm.
Talk to us about what does it really mean to have grandmama and mama. Now your mama is a minister.
Right.
Okay, so you were surrounded by the word of God.
Hmm.
Grandmama
And
was definitely a minister, but she was almost like she wasn't a minister. She was a deacon minister, bishop, reverend. She was all that up. but to be honest with you, what does that? I mean, what did that do for you, growing up as a young African American female?
okay, well, it definitely kept me out of trouble because, I was raised with both of them, so they um, taught me the straight and narrow and everything. So I never wandered off. And then my mother's also a therapist, so she knows about having good relationships and making sure she had a good relationship with me, and that she would always read me Bible stories and things of that nature. And then my grandmother,
Wow.
from her, she would teach me like how to build things because she would fix on her house. So
Mm-hmm.
I would learn how to build things from her, and
Yes.
I got that handy way from her. So like after school, I would help her out and do handiwork. And that actually helps me in my industry as well, like putting pieces of equipment together and learning about different types of screws and stuff. So
Wow.
all that
Yeah.
information lumped together, just it really helped me as I got to be an adult.
If you don't mind, and I'm just going to keep it real. A lot of kids out here today feel that. Um, Let me see. I'm trying to say something, but I'm just going to say it straight. That they need to come from a two-parent family, but
Hmm.
sometimes it's if the father, and that's people like me. If the father is not present, you have to lean on grandmama and mama. Does that encourage you to go stronger, or does that more like damn, I'm missing a piece of the puzzle?
Well, I never felt like I was missing anything because, they gave me a lot of love and a lot of
Yes,
attention and
yes, yes.
everything. So, I never missed anything, and I never actually thought about it. It's
Yes.
nothing that affect me negatively.
Hmm.
It just showed me how to be a strong woman and to be
Wow.
independent.
Wow. You speak of independency, and you never had to experience domestic violence. This is domestic violence month right here.
Okay.
There's so many sisters who are listening that have experienced 35 years of domestic violence and 7 years of domestic violence, or what would you like to share from your heart just about staying the course, or staying real to Christ, or staying real to who you are? And we're talking about African American women. We ain't talking about kids yet.
Mm-hmm.
I'm getting to that. What would you like
Okay.
to share to them just about from the inspiration that you got from grandmama and mama?
Okay, actually, most of my work, practically all of it, is about domestic violence and things of that nature toward women of color. So I would say for women who experience that, make sure you see a mental health therapist. That way you can get some guidance to help you get out of those situations, and then also get in church and um, have your Christian community, and make sure you have people around you who care about you. And yeah, basically those things, those would really help in those situations.
Now, I really want to ask you the main question. You speak of you doing TV, film, director, composer, producer, all that stuff. What does that mean to the sisters who's listening right now, to African American women, women of color? What are you trying? What are you trying to present to them, or a platform? Where are you going with this?
Okay, well, like as far as the stories I make, I want to give women a positive outlook on life who actually have issues in their lives, and where they could be redeemed by going to church and changing their lives, and things of that nature, and trying to do better for themselves and have a better community around them. And then as for me, myself, I would say that what I bring to the table is that I'm an entrepreneur. So that represents being a leader. So African American women could be leaders, and if they have leader skills, and
Mm,
always be positive. Um, Make your way through whatever industry you're trying to be in.
yes,
So make sure you stand out
yes.
among people, and make sure you do your best and your hardest in everything you do.
Talk to us about your entertainment company, because I love it. I read it on the internet. I looked at it a few times. I want you to tell the audience about the image that they see, part human and part animal, but it's enlightenment entertainment. Talk to them about that.
Okay, it's Enlightened Entertainment. And so, well, as far as the image, I made that logo. So it's half me and half lioness. So basically, that means that I represent powerful women, and those are the
Mm,
stories I write about, and they're
wow.
women of color.
Yes,
And
yes.
so we produce TV, movies, videos, things of that nature, corporate videos, music videos,
Mm,
um, content creation for like bloggers when they want to make videos, kind of like how you would see people do videos on their YouTube channels.
hmm.
So that's what we do with all of the visual storytelling.
Wow. When you first make it Special K, What's one of the first things you want to do for the African American community? Like Oprah, all of them open up their door and say, "Hey, man, this sister is on point, and you make it. You make it. You got everything. You got everything up underneath your belt." What's the first thing you want to do to reach back to the community?
Okay, well, I would say give more African Americans a chance to be in the film industry, and make sure that they have more education available to them about the film and television industry. And then also, as far as like abroad, I would like to set up film schools in Africa because, their countries in Africa are poor.
Yes.
So some of them don't have the film industry and can learn about film. So I would like to help them over there with learning about film and television.
Wow. I'm just gonna say this for you and Mama Lisa. There's 430 people that's listening to us right now.
Okay.
Worldwide, So.
Okay.
And I said that because when you said you want to do something over in South Africa, count me as the road manager. I'm the road manager for Enlightened. I ain't lying. I'm gonna put my name all up in your Kool-Aid. Where do you hail from? Where you and your mama come from?
Well, my mother's from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, and I'm from Cleveland, Ohio.
Oh, shoot now. Watch out. Watch out. So your mama one of them northern sisters. Yeah.
Yeah.
Your mama skate. She skate.
I don't think she skated. I'm not sure.
Do you skate?
No, I tried to skateboard before, but that didn't work out.
Okay, that cancel that. So just answer my questions, yes or no. Do you cook?
Yeah.
Gumbo?
No, I never made gumbo.
Do you wash dishes?
Halfway, my mother usually.
Okay, ding. Do you go camping?
No.
Ding. Okay. Do you go roller skating?
No.
Ding. Okay. Do you go bike ride?
No, but ding. I did ride a bike as a child.
That ain't fair. That ain't fair. Okay. Ding. Sister, you all right with us, man? I tell you the truth. I just love having fun, man. There's so much to you. Where can people go to find out more about you and about your plot, going forward, helping women of color? Where can they go?
All right, they can go to my website, enlightenedfilm.com. So that's ENLIGHTENEDFILM.com.
Right. Who cook in the family? You or your mama? Who cook?
Both. I do more baking. I prefer to do baking and making beverages, but we both cook.
I need to bring my boys from the South Side so we can come check y'all out because y'all you eating some of her dish, she eating some of yours. Ain't nobody really telling y'all the truth. Y'all cook gumbo.
No.
Oh.
No. How is gumbo? Is that like where you put? I know some people make shrimp gumbo.
Oh Jesus, gumbo, seafood, baby, gumbo.
Okay. Somebody make chicken gumbo.
Right. Let the audience know though, because earlier you said something about you learning how to play the keyboard or the bass. Where'd that come from?
The bass guitar. I always loved string instruments, so just that musical part of me. So I tried to play the 6-string bass, so that's a special bass. I should have got a 4-string, but I got rid of it, so I gotta learn again in the future. But in the meantime, I compose music on my computer. So
your mama don't never get your mama don't never tell you to turn that music down. No. Most parents say turn that mess down.
No, my music actually sounds like somebody in their probably late 30s or 40s.
Oh
plus
Jesus!
would like it.
Oh Jesus!
It's like 90s R&B. Jazz,
right. Oh, okay. Okay. You bring it on up to par. Okay, sister. Wow.
Yeah.
If you could share something from your heart to your mama, what would it be?
Okay, well, first of all, of course, that I love her and that she's a gift from God to me. She's really supportive of my career and she's really helpful, helps me with everything, and she gives me good wisdom and guidance. And she's a good role model as to how to treat your parent because she helped my grandmother out a lot. And just by me watching that, I learned about helping my grandmother a lot. And so, yeah, she gave me really good knowledge and a lot of wisdom. And she really loves me and I love her. So that's what I
Wow.
would love for her to know, what she does.
What gets on your last nerve? What really irks you sometimes?
Ignorance, and bad
Stupidity.
smells.
Stupidity. People can't say
Yeah.
your name right. You better not say it. You better not say it. Tell everybody how you pronounce your whole name.
It's Leanna Rodgée. So
Rodgée.
yeah, like Renee, because it
Mm-hmm.
has that accent. It's called an accent aigu on the E before the last E. So it's a French.
Rodgée. I thought you and your mama was just royal Rodgée. You know. You know you get that bougie stuff like Rodgée. Like what's your daughter name? Leanna Rodgée. You know what I'm saying? Shoot, Mama, I know you listening, but that's good though. I'm glad you are. Shoot, ladies and gentlemen, you tuned in to JPRG Radio, giving you the best of smooth jazz right here at JPRG Radio. 7 flavors of smooth jazz. I'm right here with Miss Rodgée, Leanna, giving us the best. Man, she's an up and coming. No, let me just say this: she's already made a mark. It just got to be that people need to recognize her. Who's some of your favorite people who have made it in the entertainment that you kind of want to, I don't want to say mimic them, but you kind of like just want to follow a path and then make your own path?
Okay, it'd probably be like 3 or 4 people. So
Okay.
Oprah Winfrey.
Jonathan Young. Okay, go ahead. I'm just teasing. Oprah Winfrey. Go ahead. Oprah Winfrey and then who?
Tyler Perry, because he's really an example of a great businessman, like how he saved his money to make his movies and how he got in the television industry, so him, Ava DuVernay, because she's a great actor and, everything she does for the African American culture.
Yes.
And then I would say Shonda Rhimes because of her success as a screenwriter, and she went to school for screenwriting. You can really tell like how everything is created. You can really tell the act breaks if you know about like act breaks in film and TV. So I really like how she did her career as well.
Yes.
So I would say those are the 4 people.
Why do you like listening to JPRG Radio?
You have great music and you're funny.
You ain't right. I'm crazy. I ain't funny now. Sure. My mama did radio, no comedian now. No, don't play now. Oh boy, you are right with me, sister. What would you like the African American sisters to know about you, about opening doors for them to follow you? What would you like for them to know?
Okay, well, that the work I create, it's empowering, uplifting, and it really gives a different twist to some issues that Black women face. So I would say to definitely follow my work and then see how that positively impacts people. And then also I would like to give more African American women some work in the film and television industry, and educate them about film and television as well.
Wow, that's beautiful. You know what I just heard about in that sentence you just said is that I want to open up the door to allow sisters who have the creativity to come on and join me so that we could partake in the same table.
Right.
Wow. Why is your heart so geared to helping African American sisters? I mean, brothers too, but why is your heart so geared about helping people?
Okay, especially like the African American
Yeah.
women,
Yes.
is
Yes.
because yeah, like the strong influences from my mother and grandmother. So definitely because of that, and then my own experiences as well, being a Black woman. So um, basically that's why. And then you don't see a lot of us all the time on like movies and TV shows and things of that nature. And we're now starting to be recognized more behind the scenes. So definitely trying to make more diversity in Hollywood and in the film and entertainment, film
Wow.
and TV industry. So
Yes.
yeah.
Wow. That's awesome, sister. Ladies and gentlemen, you tuned in to Jonathan Young, JPRG Radio. My name is Jonathan Young, and I got my sister on board, who is
Hey, Leanna Rodgée.
Rodgée. Girl, only thing you gotta do is just come to Atlanta, and I'm gonna take you to Buckhead, and they're gonna say, Jonathan, who's that with you? I'm gonna say, this is Miss Rodgée. This
I
bougie.
like Buckhead.
You do? Hey, this Miss Rodgée. This Miss Rodgée in the house, y'all. Okay. Hey, but sister, you know, there's so much to you. I really want to thank you. And let me tell you why, and then you could piggyback. I want to thank you because you've mentioned three powerful things. One, you said that God is the most forefront of your life. Two is the pillars of your strength and wisdom comes from grandmama and mom. And three, you want to open up the door for other African American women, sisters of color, so that they can expose their talents. Do you know when you 89, 90 years old, there may be some sister who's 60 years old that said because of you opened up the door for them. How would that make you feel?
Just extremely awesome to be able to be a contributor to opening up doors for people. So I would feel really honored for someone to tell me that.
Wow. And tell everybody where you hail from, where you come from. You come from Tennessee, Knoxville. You come from Washington, D.C. Where you come from?
Cleveland, Ohio.
Hush your mouth. You from the Midwest?
Yeah.
You and your mama?
Yeah.
No, your mama's from Philadelphia.
No, Pittsburgh.
What? Same thing. Pennsylvania.
Mid-Atlantic.
Yeah. Same thing. Did you miss Cleveland?
No, I don't.
You don't miss that snow.
No.
Wow.
Yeah.
If you could share something with a parent who has a child who wants to pursue theater, writing, and writing is important. Theater, writing, drama. What would you share to that parent about pushing their child forward? What would you share?
Okay, well, make sure that they pay attention to their child. Make sure they get them involved in activities that they like in regards to their interests. Encouraging them. Make sure they're confident. Making sure they put God first. And yeah, basically encouraging them. And like if they feel like they need to quit or whatever, just keep encouraging them. And yeah, basically things of that nature.
Wow, that's amazing, sister. There's so much to you, man, and I mean, you know, we've been talking for 29, 30 minutes. Can you believe that?
No, that went by fast.
It did 29, 30 minutes. And there's so much to you. There's so much that I wanted to pull out of you so that the listeners could really, you know, tap into who you are. Tell them where they can go to check you out, check your website out, you know, everything.
Okay, they can go to enlightenedfilm.com. And then you can go there and see my different pages, learn about my services, learn more about me. And then at the bottom of the website, you can find my social media pages as well.
Wow. And what's the best internet radio station that you like listening to? Tell the truth now. Tell the truth before I come all the way over where you is.
JPRG Radio.
.com. All right, sister. Will you grant us this opportunity to do another interview, because it's 30 minutes. I gotta get back to some music, but there's so much to you that the people need to know. I mean, this is a beautiful. Ladies and gentlemen, y'all put y'all hands together, man. From my sister Rodgée. No, not Rodgée. Rodgée. I said Rodgée. Don't play.
I thought you said Rodgée.
I did. I apologize. Ladies and gentlemen, Rodgée.
Yep.
Okay. Keep it locked, keep it tuned right here at JPRG Radio. My sister, do you want to come back on the show?
Yeah, most definitely.
You sure?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up one more time, man, for my sister, man, Rodgée.